Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom in the Bag Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Monday evening. We're having an interesting day. Well, me and Johnny got out this evening and we returned that 9-cube organizer that I bought that no one could put together because guess what? It was missing a piece. So I went to Walmart and returned it and promptly spent all that money right back at the store, because we needed a few grocery items to get us through to the rest of the week. So that $40-something got spent right back at Walmart. Oh well, but now we have food to get us through the rest of the week. And we also had enough, and we stopped at Taco Bell. Yeah, they advertised locally, or that I guess it was probably a YouTube commercial, since I don't watch regular TV. It was a YouTube commercial. They were advertising this double stacked grilled steak burrito. And well, I do like steak. I do like steak. So I figured I would take a page out of someone else's book and do a review of this here burrito. I got 2 of them. I don't know that I can eat 2 of them. They're not small, but they get the sniff. Can this? If there was a checklist, let's just put it this way. Get away from there. Sorry. Dogs. I'm a dog mom. What are you gonna do? Anyway. If there was a checklist of the things that these burritos have already done, they've already driven my dogs crazy. Because I came through the door, unloaded the groceries, Johnny put the groceries away, and I fed the dogs. But are the dogs still sniffing around my burritos? Yes they are. So they've obviously got the smell test going for them. Because I have Axel down here by my lap, and then Theo is not far away, and they're still sniffing because they can sniff these burritos. So this is said burrito. Now typically I'm a taco eater, but occasionally I like a burrito. So we're gonna give this a try because they put grilled steak in this burrito, and I like grilled steak. I like grilled steak a lot. I don't eat it a lot because it's expensive. And this was $5 and change for one of these. So, and I got 4 of them because, well, Johnny's a big guy and I'm a big girl, and I thought maybe I could eat 2. But looking at it now, I'm not so sure. So, but we're gonna give it a try. I have my handy dandy Yeti cup full of Mountain Dew. I didn't get the spicy ones. They had spicy ones, and I did not get the spicy ones because I can handle Cajun spice. I'm used to Cajun spice. I love Cajun spice, but that's the only spice that I can handle. I don't like any other kind of spice. It doesn't agree with me. It's strange, maybe because I'm from Louisiana, even though I'm not Cajun, and I'm not from South Louisiana, but I grew up around Cajun food and Cajun, style cooking. And so Cajun spice doesn't bother me like other spices do. So I can eat Cajun spice food, but I cannot eat other type spices, not like real intense spice. I can't do it. But, and this has a lot of cheese on it. I'm seeing cheese before I even really get into it. And I'll show y'all. There's a lot of cheese on this burrito. Let me tell you. It's very, very cheesy, which I like cheesy. I'm a little cheesy too. They don't get much scoring for their paper here, though, because my finger just went straight through that paper. But that's okay. We got napkins. They did supply us with several napkins, which my fan is blowing right off this table. But we'll just stick that right under the tripod. Anyway, so we're going to, let's see. There's cheese coming out the end, so let's give that a go. That's nice. That's really nice. You're not getting any? I don't care how cute you are. Man, oh man, this Bag Brigade is in full effect, y'all. The Bag Brigade. Now y'all know how they got their name. That's exactly how they got their name. I was sitting there and I was eating cheese puffs one night. And from this night on, I never got a bag of cheese puffs with the same thought in my head. But I was sitting having a bag of cheese puffs. Well, I didn't plan on eating the whole bag, but you never do. Anyway, so I was eating some cheese puffs, and I had these, my dogs are gorgeous. At least I think they're gorgeous. And they were sitting there, and they were looking so pretty, and sitting in front of me, and they were just, giving me the eyes. And so I would put one in my mouth, one in Theodore's mouth, one in Axel's mouth. And then I would take 3 more out, and then I would put one in my mouth, one in Axel's mouth, one in Theodore's mouth. And it would just... and that's how the bag went. And Johnny come in, and he said, well, look at that Bag Brigade. He said, look at them. And, and that's how they got named. Because Johnny, I guess it's something he'd been playing on his game, Call of Duty or something. and so he just instantly come in after they were just sitting in front of me in front of the couch and doing their little bag thing, and I couldn't resist them. And so we just like that, before you know it, the bag of cheese puffs were gone. So now when I go and I decide to get snacks and I decide to buy cheese puffs, I like, oh, let me get me and the Bag Brigade a bag of cheese puffs. Because that's what I'm doing. Because I know that if I buy a bag of cheese puffs, I'm not getting them just for me. I'm getting them for them too. Because there's no way I can resist their charms. If they turn their eyes on me, I'm toast. When it comes to cheese puffs. They also have a thing for pizza crust. But, that's neither here or there. But for regular food, I don't let them have regular table food. It's just cheese puffs and pizza crust. That's the only thing they really usually get. And I let them lick the bowl or lick the plate when I eat, except for like spaghetti or something that has a lot of spice in it, because I don't want to irritate their stomach. Theodore has a real finicky stomach, and so I don't give him anything with a lot of spice or seasonings in it, because his stomach will, get a little angry and he tends to throw up. So we don't do that. But, and of course, my dogs are well enough trained that if I ignore them and do not cater to them as far as their begging goes, they will eventually lay down. And so right now, Axel, who was right here at my lap a minute ago begging, first he laid down on the floor because he gave up begging. Now he's walked away. See? So that's what happens when you have well-behaved dogs. If you ignore them and don't cater to them, they eventually give up begging. No, not you, Mr. Pitbull. Go away. No, go. But anyway, back to the burrito. So, before it gets cold, because there's a fan blowing right here, we're going to give her a bite. And this is the double stacked grilled steak burrito from Taco Bell. And we're going to see right now if it's worth the money, right? Because it's $5 and change each. Okay. This is my first time eating on camera, so y'all bear with me. Mmm. Mm-hmm. And the Babe Brigade's back. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bite one. Really good. I'm going back in. I'm going back in, y'all. Bite two. Need a napkin. Yeah, you get a lot of steak with that second bite. Ooh. You taste that grilledness to it. A real smoky flavor. I put them little, they put those different colored tortilla, crispity tortilla chip thingies in there. Oh. This, if I wasn't holding it with this other hand, I'd give it 2 thumbs up. This is really good. And this fat girl might eat the other one too. Probably not in one sitting, probably like one now and one later. But wow, that's really tasty. As you can see, you got steak all the way through here. You got steak all the way through there. And you got lots of cheese, and there's a little tortilla strip thingies they put in there. There's some rice in there. I like a little rice, a little Spanish rice. It's good. But you can see the steak right there. It's real good. Yeah, you open it up and you see the steak. Oh yeah, there's lots of steak in there. And rice and cheese and those little tortilla chip thingies. This definitely gets a thumbs up. And we will be buying this again this weekend, probably. Oh, and there is just a hint of spice because it's opened up the sinuses. But it's not so spicy that you can actually, it tingles on the tongue a little bit. Because you want a little spice, but you don't want so spicy that you're reaching, you know, constantly for your drink and you're, you know. But you want a little spice, just enough to clear the sinuses, but not too bad. I mean, I'm reaching for my drink only because it's salty. And I don't eat a lot of salty food. But it's really good. If you really love steak, and yeah, it's really good. If you like steak in your burrito, and you like burritos, and you like a little spice but not too much spice, and you like cheesy and rice and all the things that they put in burritos, I would say this is worth the money. I'm going in again. And I'd say one of these is probably going to fill me up for now. And then I'm going to go back in a few hours and have the other one because I haven't eaten today. Probably why it's so good too. I got a tendency to forget to eat. But, wow. That double stacked cheesy grilled steak burrito from Taco Bell. That gets 2 thumbs up from this mama. Just let y'all know. That's my review on this here burrito. I hope y'all like it. It's really good with some Mountain Dew. Of course, everything is good with Mountain Dew. I love Mountain Dew. I shouldn't, but I do. Anyway, the Babe Brigade's going crazy, but they're not getting any. But just wanted y'all to know. Y'all heard it here first. Taco Bell's new steak burrito, double stacked with extra cheese or whatever. I forget the exact name. It's probably on the receipt. Double steak grilled cheese burrito. There it is. Double steak grilled cheese burrito. That's it. Get you some. It's great. I really like it. And I think y'all should try it if you can. Thanks for watching this video. God bless you. I love you. So does Jesus. Adopt, don't shop. Bye. See y'all next time.